Hello to all, and thanks for choosing UAPB News Now. I'm Kelsey Wright.
And I'm Kennedy Marks. As the opioid epidemic in America continues, the Graduate Addiction Studies program here on campus is fighting back to end the crisis. The department held a two-day conference in the STEM building on Tuesday, November 5th and Wednesday, November 6th to bring awareness to the epidemic, as well as provide information on ways to prevent the addiction.
You know, it's important to get the word out to students and faculty and staff about the dangers and then also what we can do in an emergency.
Dr. Troutman also told us that over 400 people die every day from an opioid overdose, and Arkansas is number 2 for prescribing opioids to patients.
A popular on-campus event sponsored by the Union Programming Board has been canceled. Wild and Out, an event that allowed students to showcase their talents and comical skills, was scraped due to low participation numbers. UPB's Vice President, Denia Skelton, told us she believes the low numbers in participation was a result of students being too dependent on others.
Right now, a lot of people are kind of depending on their peers to participate, and it's just like, well, if my friend doesn't do it, then I don't really feel comfortable doing it. And I just think as a whole, we need to just kind of break out of our shell.
UPB member Jalen Malden says the cancellation happened because it wouldn't have been a worthwhile event.
It all goes back to our money's worth. No one's just gonna come see two students go back and forth at each other. No, you want group inclusion. You want more than just those two. You want people from football team, people from the basketball team.
Malden says that UPB could have promoted the program better, but they also rely on student support as well.
Pine Bluff is known as the City of Progress. In fact, it's printed on the city's logo. Yesterday, the city lived up to those words as the community of Pine Bluff began yet another project. UAPB News Now, Frederick Price was there to capture the historical event.
Change in a community is something so different, something so unique. Here at the courthouse in downtown Pine Bluff, city leaders and community organizers gather to break ground for the newest project, the downtown streetscape.
Thanks to some people in this city who have been passionate about this project, are responsible for this coming to reality.
Another project in the city of Pine Bluff, now checked off the to-do list.
It was very important to me that some projects that had been on the table for so long were brought to completion.
Thanks to a penny for progress tax and public-private partnerships, people who travel down Main Street will soon see a reimagined downtown.
We are reducing the amount of lanes from 4 to 2 to kind of create more of a destination, as well as reimagining the landscaping. So we're going with new trees, shrubs, flowers.
Adam Osweiler says this kind of project is no overnight job.
Usually a project this scope usually takes about a year.
Local business owners like Kendrick Williams says the change in scenery downtown can benefit businesses in the most positive way.
By us having a business down here, and we get more walk traffic. When they have more walk traffic down here and more things for us, people to come see and give them something to see downtown.
In the crowd of community members, leaders, and organizers, the sight of dreams coming to reality in the city gave most people satisfaction.
Yeah, I'd be glad for it because I want to see Pine Bluff grow. I make Pine Bluff my home now, and I want to see Pine Bluff 2 grow.
The project is expected to be completed in 2020. By this time next year, we can expect to see a brand new, updated Main Street. In Pine Bluff, I'm Frederick Price.
Thank you, Frederick, for that update. Now let's check our local weather.
UAPB News Now's Jade West has the latest weather update.
Rain, rain, go away. Today it's quite chilly outside with a high of 56 degrees, gust winds moving at about 15 miles per hour. Tomorrow, there's going to be a high of 47 degrees with the storms moving out. And Saturday, there's going to be clear skies with a high of 57 degrees. Now let's take a look into the extended forecast for this weekend and next week. Sunday, it's going to be mostly sunny outside with a high of 65 degrees. Monday, it's going to be storming again with a temperature drop down to 44 degrees. And Tuesday, it's going to be mostly sunny outside with a high of 39 degrees. And Wednesday, there will be no clouds in the sky with a high of 40 degrees. That's your UAPB News Now weather update. I'm Jade West. Back to you.
As you just saw in Jade's weather forecast, Temperatures are going to be on a roller coaster. Just recently, the Arkansas Department of Health announced the first flu death of the season. Flu influenza is a very deadly disease, but it can be prevented.
Wash your hands. That's gonna be main thing, and really increasing your immune system, and please get vaccinated.
Vaccination is important. Check with your local pharmacy. Some of them may offer the flu vaccine for free.
The UAPB Multimedia Communications Department has a published author on staff. UAPB News Now, Ebony Kendrick has more.
On Tuesday, November 5th, UAPB instructor Miss LaTanya Richardson held a book signing for her new children's book, Bayou Stew, at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. Children from the UAPB Child Development Center enjoyed singing, dancing, and story time with the Pine Bluff author. Mrs. Richardson shared the inspiration for her latest book.
Okay, my recent children's book is Bayou Stew, an Alligator Tale. And it's a story that was inspired by my grandson, who saw the alligator on the refrigerator magnet, and he says, crocodile wants a snack. And so I was like, do tell. So I sat down in front of the refrigerator, and he pulls it open, and he says, crocodile wants vegetables and popsicles, and he started naming things off, and I was like, that is a cool idea for a story. So then I started thinking, I want this crocodile to come out of the bayou, and not just any bayou, but Bayou Bartholomew, because Bayou Bartholomew is close to my house, like 3 blocks away. And doing my research, there are no crocodiles in Bayou Bartholomew. There are alligators. So I had to change that from crocodile to alligator. And that afternoon, after my grandson left, I sat down and wrote the first draft of Bayou Stew, what will end up being Bayou Stew, an Alligator Tale.
Mr. Edward Fontanet of the John Brown Watson Memorial Library was on hand to present a certificate of achievement for the author's latest work.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you.
If you're interested in picking up a copy of Mrs. Richardson's latest book,
the last two, Going on a Bear Hunt and Lyra Ketchamella, are online on Amazon or anywhere books are sold online.
The author, mother, and grandmother had this advice for those who are thinking about writing.
Anyone, young, old, in between, interested in writing, do your homework, read what you want to write first. Readers, it makes a difference reading, and get as much knowledge as you can. Join groups, even if it's Facebook groups. Find the groups that, or organizations that do or have people in it that are doing what you want to do, and find a good mentor.
That is so adorable. Miss Richardson's book is now available online.
And you know we have to get it because we're MassComm.
Absolutely, and I'm just so extremely proud to be one of her students. Before we go today, we have some sad news to report. UAPB lost 2 students on Wednesday in an early morning car accident. Adriana Greenwood and Traylon Cranford were the victims of that crash. The accident happened on I-30 near Bryan, Arkansas. The Chancellor's office released a statement on Wednesday that says, I have reached out to the family members of both students to express love and support. Our UAPB family shares with them during this trying time. The statement also directs any students experiencing distress to visit the Student Counseling, Assessment, and Development Office in Caldwell Hall. That does it for this UAPB News Now. I'm Kennedy Marks.
And I'm Kelsey Wright. Take care.